Go into the lineup.
Yeah, here are the players here for Rave. We got Ninja Boogie, Cast, Chrissy, Ryoir, and Jo. So how do you pronounce that one, Wade?
I'd call him Ryoir.
Ryoir? Okay.
Let's just go with Ryoir because that looks weird.
Well, it works.
It works. So yeah, Ninja Boogie, their newest player. That's him in the middle in the picture. It does actually not look like him at all. It looks like a little. He looks like 10 years younger than he actually is. But very, very good player. Very good carry. Plays, yeah, a lot of safe lane. And it kind of changes the dynamic of the team as well. I mean, the team kind of revolves around keeping him, giving him space, keeping him alive. But at the same time, like, they do so much work with Jo as well. Jo used to be the carry for the team. Now he's kind of transitioned to the mid position. And so it's kind of like a show of Jo and Ninja Boogie, with the other teams kind of giving them space and playing around them a lot more, which has actually been a lot of fun to watch, and they've made it work so well. And there's Ninja Boogie now, newest player.
There's Rave, all of them all together there in the booth.
A lot of potential on this team.
Rave is a good team, but I bet to you, I can't bet to you. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
So I think what he's trying to say is I can't bet on Rave even though they're really good.
Yeah. That English.
Yeah. It looks like there's a bunch of MVP Phoenix fans here, especially after they went to the international, man. That's a big boost to their popularity.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone is an MVP Phoenix fan in Korea, man. They've done so well, and they're putting Korea on the map for DOTA2, which is very important. A great team kind of leading the way.
Yeah, that is very true.
So it's going to be, it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a very interesting game, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what MVP Phoenix have got in store for Rave. Considering they kind of know exactly how Rave played. Rave played kind of the same style every single time. That's a really cool shield.
That is awesome. That is so cool.
It's kind of weird that the person's hiding behind it, but
yeah, you're supposed to hold the shield to your side, you know, like.
She's shielding from something. Must be the camera. Standard Korean style.
Yeah.
Afraid of the camera.
It's fine, you know. Sometimes you got to get used to it. You got to get used to things that are scary.
Yeah.
Like if you have arachnophobia, maybe get a pet spider and pet it, play with it. You know.
I guess you
play fetch with your pet spider. And
do you reckon they would play fetch?
Sometimes, you know, you got to train it.
If you like give them like something to eat, maybe.
You like. You ball up a bunch of these small little bugs that you find in like the corners of your house, and you give it as a treat.
Yeah, you just roll it up into a nice little ball and throw it around, like catch it. And that'd be weird, but kind of cool. Kind of gross at the same time.
Yeah. Well, we're having a bit of downtime once again, like we said before. Before we get into these games, these players always have to set up all their keyboards, their mice, everything, their computers, all the hotkeys and stuff. So. Every player is different in that fact, and I mean, having 5 players like this to set up for is hard.
When you only have 10 minutes, like you're pretty rushed to set everything up, and there can be a lot of mistakes made for sure. So I cannot blame them at all for taking a little bit of extra time here. We don't want to have any pauses in the game.
Yeah.
So they got to get everything sorted out now. And yeah, best of 1 this match. So everything on the line, and it was 1 game. These teams will play each other more than once during the season, though. So. Don't you worry about that. We'll get to see a rematch no matter what happens today. And MVP Phoenix still looking very, very strong. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of answer they have for the style that Rave plays. You know, kind of like the support Ninja Boogie and Jo while they do their thing and kind of play around them. So they're going to really have to focus on shutting down Ninja Boogie more than anyone else, I feel.
I think they'll definitely play at least slightly differently from the game they played before. I mean, this is 2 different teams we're talking about, and that's like the kind of cool part about this format that we got going on, where they have like 2 different teams they have to play in one day, and they have to have 2 separate strategies set up for the 2 different games. Because if you play the same strategy as the first game, the second team that you're playing just watched that game. They're going to be like, okay, well, if they do this, we can counter it like this. And
yeah. But it's also funny because we've seen MVP Phoenix use this strategy time and time again also. So it's like they make it work even though people know they're going to use it. So it's kind of funny like that. And I mean, you don't want to waste like a ban on a Warlock.
Yeah,
it's just something like, it's just so uncharacteristic. Like, or it's just like something so unexpected. So when it finally does come out, you're like, oh, they're going to go for that strategy this game. And then you're going to have to deal with that. And they make it work so well. even going Warlock against Viper in mid was very impressive. Getting the amount of farm he did and going into the late game like he did. Very, very solid play.
Well, guys, we're still waiting, getting a look at some of the people in the crowd.
There's the Rave kind of manager. He got everyone here. He sorted up everything. It might have been his grill. I'm not entirely sure.
He's really embarrassed after the girl just walked
It's like, oh, come on, babe. It's just the camera. Don't worry about it.
Don't be like that, babe.
Yeah. No, it's funny. He's actually a really good guy, and he's really looked after his team. All of them foreigners, obviously. All doing a lot of great work. And he set up everyone. He's the one Korean on the team, and yeah, he supplied like accommodation and everything, sorted everything out for these players.
It's really good to have someone like that, you know, for a team, especially like if it's like your first time in a foreign country, you have to be comfortable, you know. If you're going to perform at a high level, you have to have someone there as your manager who's going to bring you through the ropes, like show you the ropes and tell you what to do in Korea, like what you can't do. Culture stuff like this, they have to show you around the new city and stuff like that. They have to take you everywhere.
Yeah, especially Korea, because it is so harsh on foreigners. Like if you don't know much Korean or you don't know many people here, so hard to get around for sure.
Yeah. Well, it looks like we're going to go into that pick ban phase, guys. The wait is over. Let's get into it. Well, here we go, already starting things off. That is a Doom ban.
That is a Doom ban, my friend.
By MVP Phoenix. I was right this time. And we got Brewmaster banned by Rave.
That's right. Some very standard bans. Didn't see Brewmaster banned so early last time, but looks like Rave want to get that one out of the way. They don't want to deal with MVP Phoenix's Brewmaster whatsoever. 4Ev doing some great work in it last game.
Yeah.
Really finding some great initiations here.
Lycan ban there. Saw that Jo loves to play that Lycan.
That's right. Absolutely. Definitely a very important one.
Yeah.
Ooh, Phoenix going for a Faceless Void straight off the bat. Now, this is interesting because this is something we do not see very often from Phoenix.
Yeah, we saw it in the last game at a poker face.
Yeah.
But this time, Phoenix is going to say, oh, we can beat you with that other strategy that we just saw.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to actually bring something new to the table this game. They don't want to go for the same sort of style they did last game. Obviously didn't work for them last season against Rave. We got a Skywrath and a Razor straight up.
Yeah, don't see a lot of Razor. Usually gets banned a lot really early, so be able to see it here.
Very, very strong. We definitely saw him a great presence from him in the International. He did a lot of great work. Very, very strong in the early mid-game.
So right off the bat, a lot of damage coming out of Brain.
4Ev. Let's just wait and see exactly what hero he'll be playing. And that's Ninja Boogie having a laugh.
Yeah, Michael Ross.
Mike Ross.
Yes.
Big fan of Suits. I watch it a lot. Do you watch any Suits by any chance?
No, I've actually never seen that.
Main character is Mike Ross.
Ah, okay.
So there you go. You'll have to check it out now.
Today I learned.
Today you learned.
Yeah. Well, we got Shadow Shaman picked up here by MVP Phoenix as that second pick.
Okay.
And actually, you know, Pokerface picked that hero in the last game as well. So
they did indeed. So Phoenix adopting some heroes they recently played against. Let's see if they can make him work a little bit better than Pokerface did. Keen, most likely going to be on that Shadow Shaman.
See, he's played it twice in the last 3 games. Just played Dazzle in the last game.
Yeah. I mean, this is great pushing potential, as we saw last game as well. If you get like kind of some space to push, put down that Mass Serpent Wards on a tower, and you're going to get it down very, very quickly. And great in team fights as well, and great for kind of ganking as well, if you get a nice surround with the Serpent Wards.
Ember Spirit banned out here for MVP Phoenix, and Slark banned by Rave.
So we definitely see Rave kind of playing from what they saw in the very last game, getting rid of Brewmaster and Slark. They don't want to deal with those heroes after what they saw.
And the Ember Spirit banned out here for Ninja Boogie. Loves to play that.
Yeah, as well as Viper. So nice ban there. Don't want to deal with that. Definitely a strong early game presence, especially team with like a Skywrath. That's going to do some serious damage early on. Some great ganking potential. So much range with their ganks. Concussive shot as well as obviously anything the Viper shoots out is just going to do so much damage.
Taking a little bit of extra time here to get that 4th ban down, and it's Warlock.
All right, yeah, they don't want to play that against that style whatsoever. This is actually very interesting. And we see a Weaver. Most likely going to be an off-lane Weaver. something we see quite often. Could be safe lane. I mean, we'll have to wait and see who's going to be playing it. Ninja Boogie might want to pick that up. And a
Marana.
All right. Okay. Most likely going to be a support Marana. Could be an offlaner.
Could be. Well, here's Chrissy. Likes to play Doom.
Bit of an off-lane player by the looks of things. Ryzen, thinking hard. Great support player. Has played a lot of Marana in the past.
Yeah. And his Rubik in the last game was just stellar. Really have to point that out.
You know, Razor's going to be very interesting where he ends up because he can do some great work early on, especially with Static Link, absorbing the enemy's attack damage. So it really can shut down sort of like the laning phase for them, as well as do some huge damage. Not to mention Plasma Field also doing great work. And we see a Tidehunter picked up. All right, so Rave are most likely going to be playing a Tidehunter in the off lane. Weaver maybe in the safe lane. Razor mid lane. Skyraz support. Maybe one more support for them to finish things off. But they got a lot of damage in their team. And a lot of great late game with the Weaver. Also great initiation with the Ravage as well. They got a lot of tools there. Coming into this looking very strong. I love their lineup. I love seeing Razor. We don't see him nearly enough in KDL, if ever. This may be the first time we've seen Razor in KDL.
Wow.
It's actually that rare. Definitely a lot more popular these days, I feel, because of the international. Before then, it wasn't picked as much.
Taking a bit of time on this last pick here. 4th pick before the last bounce, rather.
That's right. That's right.
Any ideas? Well,
I think it's going to be a Juggernaut.
Yeah? You think so?
I have a fair idea. And very cool hero. Also a hero we don't see that often, but a lot of fun to watch, you know. I'll have to wait and see where he's going to end up.
He's really good with the Shackle out of Shadow Shaman. Pretty good combo.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. He's got a lot of damage there, especially, yeah, if it's held in one place, he can do so much damage. A lot of fun heroes in this game.
Here's March. Just recently played that Warlock.
Yeah, most likely we'll be playing that hero, the Juggernaut.
Waiting on the bans here. We just did get Invoker banned. Yep.
So, I mean, pretty much MVP Phoenix are missing a mid hero after all. And for Rave, they're kind of missing one more support. So we'll have to wait and see what MVP Phoenix want to get rid of. And it's going to be Wraith King. Okay. Wraith King can be a support, can be a carry, depending on where they put him. But most likely in this circumstance, it would have been a support. And, you know, it's a support that has a great stun, as well as very tanky. Can be kind of a semi-carry in the mid to late game if he gets decent farm. And his ulti gives him a lot of durability during fights.
Here's VR, bit of a support player himself.
So good ban out there. So what exactly will Rave choose at this point now? What options do they have left? We could see like a Dazzle perhaps.
Could work out.
QO.
Yeah.
Played Slark last game. Did a lot of work.
That Slark play, man. He just got so fed, and from there, once it got later on, so tanky, so strong, doing so much damage.
You definitely see him on the Juggernaut. It seems like his kind of hero to kind of go in there, do a lot of damage, get some great ganks.
I like his little picture he's got there. He's just got a cute little dog.
Little puppy. Yeah, why not?
Only 2 of the MVP members having actual MVP there.
Whereas for Rave, we see a bunch of random pictures. Chrissy looks like he has a girl. Maybe that's his girlfriend.
Could be.
So that's kind of sweet. Ooh, Vengeful Spirit as the last pick. Okay. Very fun here.
Another really good hero for initiation.
Yeah.
Got that swap.
Absolutely.
And a really good stun to follow that up.
Yeah, some great heroes there. A lot of damage early on as well, so should be a lot of fun to see how Rave are going to play this. What is MVP Phoenix's response at this point, though? They kind of need a mid hero. with this lineup. Unless they're going to put Juggernaut or Faceless Void mid, which they can do, for sure. Will not be an easy fight against a Razor, though.
Yeah, definitely not. Just about a minute left here to make this last pick. Better make it good.
What would they choose? It's such a hard decision at this point. A lot of talking going on, a lot of decision making. So it's really going to be interesting to see how Phoenix are going to play this. I mean, I like the Faceless Void and the Shadow Shaman. Oh, Meepo! What?
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Ryzen is playing Meepo.
He just lifted up his hands and stretched after that happened. He's like, okay, here we go.
Ryzen is playing Meepo. Okay, now. This is interesting considering Ryzen is usually their support player.
Yeah.
How is this Meepo going to be played? This is very curious. But I'm excited. I love this guy, and he's a very, very capable player. And I wouldn't be surprised if he can play a great Meepo as well. And that's just going to definitely throw a wrench in the, like a spanner in the works.
Yeah. Rave looking a bit confused here. They're like, oh, okay.
They're like, what? Okay then. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm very excited. $2,000 is the winning prize for this best of one game.
Yeah.
There's a lot on the line here, as well as kind of building momentum for this season. It all starts today. Can you get that win? If they can beat Rave, they're going to be so happy going 2-0 in their very first match.
Yeah, well, let's jump into this game. MVP Phoenix versus Rave here on the opening day of KDL Season 3. All ready to start things off. It looks like we got MVP Phoenix grouping up to go into their bot jungle. And we got just Rave kind of splitting up a bit. Maybe going to try to ward that jungle first.
Yeah, it looks like Rave might be playing a bit more defensive. Considering what their positioning is, they're going to just be going for the laning phase, not going to be going for any sort of early level 1 kills. Ryzen, the Meepo player, doing a bit of a dance with his poop.
Yeah.
So funny.
Really funny guy.
That suits him so well.
30 seconds.
Well, it's like Rave kind of just getting ready to fight maybe for the rune at this point. Kind of in position for it. See a ping out on Forev as the Faceless Void in mid. Or will he be going off to the off lane? Might be the off lane actually.
Could be going to be against Weaver up there.
Yeah, this should be an interesting.
And so
It's like he wants to go for the rune, but he's got to be so careful. Oh, if he got too close, he would have been in big trouble considering there was 2 more waiting in the jungle.
Yeah.
We're at the Asians.
Tidehunter is able to pick that up. And going by the fact that this guy's name is Chrissy with a heart and the picture of a girl, I would have to assume that that is in fact his girlfriend from earlier on.
Yeah, I hope so anyway. Otherwise it'd be a bit weird when he gets home. He's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, we already got a smoke gang by 2 of these guys coming in through the jungle.
It's like Cost and Rior looking for something here.
We got Chrissy with a double damage still.
Yeah, he could do a lot of damage. Ooh, a bit of Ether Shock harassment going down, but here we go.
Comes from behind Mars. The stun goes down out of Vengeful Spirit, and they're chasing him. I don't think they will be able to kill him, but they do push him away.
Very interesting that we saw Ancient Seal instead of anything else. If we saw maybe a concussive shot or something, maybe that would have helped out a little bit more from the Skywrath Mage, but oh well. What's done is done. And he survived, so gang unsuccessful at level 1.
They are still waiting there, so it looks like they may stay for a bit.
They might keep applying the pressure. JO in mid as Razor. Not a surprise. Definitely be a great hero for JO. Mirana mid as well. Ninja Boogie on the Weaver, okay. Ninja Boogie, generally the player that likes to play late game, has done a lot of work for this team in the last few games he has played. I'm pretty sure they've won every game they've played with Ninja Boogie so far.
Again, coming to the mid is Skywrath Mage.
Leap
That Vengeful Spirit.
is on cooldown, so they can get something done. But it doesn't look like they're going to go for it. It's going to rotate up top. Maybe help out Ninja Boogie a little bit. Putting down a ward. Getting a great warding position. So they're going to wait for the rune. Rune morphs bottom. Spawns bottom.
Yeah, nice ward placement there by MVP Phoenix. They do spot these two guys, so Faceless should be fine.
Yeah.
March looking to take that
Haste
haste
rune.
rune.
Oh, this could do a lot of damage. Chrissy sees it, is like, no thanks, but Shackle goes down. This could happen.
Oh, and the Juggernaut is in.
Is he going to go for it? Yes, he is.
Gets the spin off,
he's taking
doing
so
a
much
ton of
damage.
damage at the same time.
Oh,
and he
he-
gets the kill, but he does go
Wow.
down.
He gets the first blood, so very, very nicely done. Definitely worth it for the Juggernaut. Shutting down the Tidehunter completely. Jo kind of controlling mid lane for sure. Mirana only on 6 last hits so far.
Yeah. Meepo doing well for himself as well, 13 and 3.
Yeah, very, very important. Meepo kind of gets some good farm in early. Yeah, definitely very item reliant. Can do a lot of work in the mid to late game, especially if he gets a good feed. He will definitely help carry the team. Very, very micro-intensive, tricky hero to play, but in the hands of someone very, very good, you can see how powerful he actually can be. And it's very exciting. So I'm very looking forward to seeing how Ryzen does. Oh, a lot of damage. They're going deep on this one. So they'll get him. Forever in huge trouble. Oh! Gets away, taking a little bit more damage, but survives.
Very nicely done there.
Yeah, huge dive.
Even gets the tangle on that one tree before jumping away.
Yeah, as well as that south
Tower is
shield.
being attacked.
Juggernaut comes to the top to defend.
Gonna work here. Skyrath taking a bit of damage. They won't kill the tower, that's for sure, but doing some good damage to it. Ryzen gets pinked out, as well as Ryzen. Both of them are Ryzen, actually.
We got Ryzen and Ryzen in the bot lane.
He's multiplied once already. Ooh, and Vizrun bottom. So we're going to see rotation. Ryzen going to get it. This could do a lot of work. Meepo with an invis. We have to wait and see exactly what Chrissy's going to do. Looks like he's kind of out of position here. He's going to get shackled.
There we
Netted.
go. We got the net as well. The follow up here with double Ryzen, and he's taking a lot of damage. Will he go down?
Oh,
Nope.
wow. Just too tanky. Anchor smash, doing some work. But great harassment. Definitely going to keep him out of the lane for a little bit longer. It's like Forev caught out Skyrath. Rior running for his life. Got to be careful there. Forev doesn't want to get caught out.
Is he going to go for it?
Vengeful Spirit doesn't do that much damage, but you know, it's going to get a lot more tricky with an extra stun in the mix.
Yeah. Pulls him back, saves Rior. Q on that Mirana in the mid lane doing alright for himself.
Not too bad at all. But Meepo leading the way. 30 last hits already. Getting essentially free farm bottom. Tidehunter getting really zoned out, especially from Heen and his great shackles. Doing a lot of great work here.
Yeah. As I do say, he is doing okay. I mean, Razor is doing a lot better. He's got 10 more kills. Or creep kills, I should say, and a couple more denies. So doing a bit better there in the mid lane is Razor.
Yeah. Razor doing some great work as well, yeah. And Ninja Boogie up top, you know, finding a little bit of farm here. Not as much as you'd think, considering he's up against a Faceless Void. Faceless Void only 11 creeps behind. But it's to be expected kind of when you're in the off lane and you get bullied a lot. But he's doing alright for himself. See a smoke on the Skyrath. The reroll might be looking for something else. Another rotation here. MVP kind of taking a lead in experience and gold, but only a little one at this point. It's only 6 minutes in.
Yeah.
Oh, Arrow, whiffing just. Leaps for the DD, gets stunned.
Oh no, and the double damage. Trying to go down, but he does use his ult. Gets away.
Gets away. Forces out Jeyu's ult as well, actually. Really looking for that kill there. Oh,
Ryzen
Ryzen.
coming in, the shackle as well. A ton of damage coming out. The shock does get the kill. Even with the kill there, Rave, or rather Cast, trying to come in and kill Meepo for the follow-up, but not able to.
Trying to find something there. Chrissy might be able to be a bit more aggressive considering the HP of March and that everyone kind of rotated out of the lane. So can look for something here. Ryzen looking to do some damage on the creep stack, but he's going to be careful. Very low. Oh, he's going to be very careful. Getting very, very low. He might actually have to just go heal. A little bit ambitious there.
Yeah. So we'll go back and heal.
Oh, great connection. Gonna follow up. Starfall. Oh, gets the kill. Beautiful pickoff.
Amazing play there by Kudo. Solo kill, gets the spear, gets the leap, and goes for the kill.
That's right. We did see a Midas go down on Weaver as well. So Ninja Boogie looking good with his farm for sure. Definitely needs it for the late game here. Weaver gonna definitely have to do some work in this game. Considering how the other lanes are going so far. Mid and bottom, or mid and off lane for the Rave, not going that well.
You see Skywrath Mage and Mental Spirit trying to come for something at bot. We only got 2 of these MVP members down here. As I do say that they TP in there, but they're coming towards the mid lane.
Wow, that Vengeful Spirit is only level 2 at this point. He has not found much experience in this game at all. Oh, great shackle.
Oh, and the spin out of Juggernaut as well. But Chrissy survives for now. One more hit, but he doesn't go down.
So tanky. Jo's still alive too. It's amazing that he actually stayed alive from that. Really nicely done. So hard to take down Tidehunter.
Really, really is.
At the same time, they're going to be pushing the mid tier 1. Going to do a lot of damage to it. I doubt they'll get it down there if we see any rotation.
Have fortified their towers.
Well, they do get fortified. Should hold it off for now. We do got one guy mid as well for the defense.
Treads down on the Razor. Finding a little bit of fun there. Ryzen always on low HP. One day someone's just going to walk into this jungle and end him. Gotta be very careful.
Tower taking damage.
Custom shot on Forev. A little bit of harassment there. His tower's actually almost gone down.
Yeah, we said like maybe it wouldn't, but it's getting really, really low.
It's getting low, but Razor's finally rotated to mid. Scaring off QA. Creeps have run out. Plasmid Field great at kind of clearing pushes.
Yeah. Shadow Shaman right now at level 5. Our observer just pointed that out, so not quite able to get those wards just yet. Just one more level to get there.
Yeah, nearly there. Halfway there. Kind of just back to farming at this point. Chrissy a little bit more comfortable in lane after surviving these last encounters. Very, very tanky hero. So very hard to take down, especially if his Ravage is online. Great stack there on the Ancients.
Yeah.
No doubt going to go to the Tidehunter when the time comes. Very good at clearing creeps. And will definitely kind of secure his Blink Dagger, something he really needs to help out with these engagements.
Nice clearing here by Ryzen again.
Yeah. Going straight for that Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah.
Oh, concussive shot on Heen. He's out of position here. Oh, but we see
the damage, but he does go for the follow-up here. We got Ryzen with the invisibility here.
Oh, but we see so many TPs in. They got to be so careful now. Huge team fight happening. Plasma Field goes down. Chronosphere goes down. Oh, Ether Shock. Everything is going wrong for Rave. 3 down. Buyback on the Tidehunter. Ninja Boogie has to get out of here. He's got Sakuchi. He can get out of here when he needs to. Chrissy not far behind. Double damage on QO.
Yeah. I'd say that Chronosphere was really, really key for that fight. It locked down so many members. Oh, and the leap in with the double damage gets another kill here. Forov trying to follow up here, as well as Juggernaut, and they do get Tidehunter now. That's 5 of these guys going down, or rather 4. Ninja Boogie's still alive for now.
Such beautiful play. Really, really well done. And they're going to take this tier 1 for sure. I don't see Ninja Boogie stopping it anytime soon. Mass Serpent Wards.
Serpent Wards and everybody here should be able to do it, and they get that tier 1 to clean the wave as well.
Really nicely done. I'm loving this Meepo so far. Ryzen hasn't overstepped at all. He's kind of risking it on the creeps a little bit, but he is doing some great work, and he is 1 item away from his Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah. We're seeing MVP just dominate these 2 games that they played in so far. You gotta know, like, their time at TI really did them well.
Absolutely.
I mean, they were so good before they left, but even now, even even looking that much better.
Yep. Drums online for Juggernaut as well, so a little bit more tankier from that. Do a little bit more damage. Very, very helpful early game. Great at covering distance as well.
Just gonna get the stack on those creeps, and look at this.
Oh, finally, Chrissy going for the giant ancient stack. While Jo kind of pushes the lane here. I wonder if they're gonna scout it at all. They must know that the ancient stack is going to be online, considering there is a Tide Hunter in the off lane. It's generally the most popular sort of way to go about catching up for the off laner is that creep stack. And this Tier 1 tower is definitely gonna go down at this point.
Yeah. Got haste there on Marana.
See if they're gonna rotate top. Looks like they might.
Well, he's going to stay mid for now, but we do have Juggernaut and that Shadow Shaman looking for something there in the jungle of the opponents.
Looks like they're seeing TP out as well. Looks like they're going to go for mid there. Looks like they're trying for something. Well, looks like Rave just playing so defensive at this point there.
Yeah.
They know something is up. Once that tower in the mid's gone, they just lose so much vision. They have to be so defensive at this point.
Magnum Scepter there on Nepo.
Oh, pinks go down. They might actually know this smoke is real. Oh, concussive shot goes down.
Very nicely done getting down there on the low ground.
Keen completely out of position, but he's going to go for the initiate here. Plasma Field goes down. Mystic Flare goes down. Oh, Skywrath goes down. Ninja Boogie following up. So much damage. Oh, Mass Serpent Ward on Ninja Boogie. Completely shut down thanks to Shackle.
Taken out so fast there, and the chase is on for Jo as well. Look at all those Meepos as well as the Marana coming in.
Starfall ends him. It's a really great team fight. 12 for 2 now. Phoenix are in such a commanding lead. They might even go for this tier 2.
Phoenix is just so smart. They know, like, even with the smoke coming up, and it looks like they're not in a good position. They had Keen in the forest just waiting, and then the Omni Slash and the spin comes in out of Juggernaut, and they do so much damage, and they're always, their teamwork is so good, they just follow up so well whenever there's a really good initiation, and after that, all the Rave members were so low.
We didn't even see a Chronosphere that fight.
No, we didn't even need it.
Completely one-sided. Such great play from MVP Phoenix. This is looking like a team that's came into this completely ready for Rave and what they're capable of, and they're shutting it down at every avenue. This Razor just hasn't really found any work done. And then they ping him. Looks like they might be rotating top to deal with him. One Meepo kind of low there. He's got to be careful. But, yeah, Razor in a horrible position at this point. So we see the engagement.
Yeah, there's the Hex and the shot coming down as well. Too many there.
Completely dominated, and they're going to get this tier 1 for free.
This game is even more one-sided than the one we saw before.
Yeah, by far. This is actually incredibly one-sided. It's so surprising to see. But it's so impressive at the same time, especially because there's a Meepo in the game. And everyone loves to see Meepo.
MVP Phoenix is really like setting the tone for Season 3. They're coming in here and they're saying, okay, we're even that much better. Like, what are you guys going to do now?
We were at TIO. We were talking with everyone. We know what's up. They're sending a statement with this. They're sending a message. They're ready. They're going to take this season as well.
Would not be surprised at all.
No, they're in great shape on the opening day. Every team's going to have to go back to the drawing board and realize just what MVP Phoenix are capable of. Are they actually going to try for the high ground? Looks like they will.
15 minutes into the game, it's 13-2. They've gotten the tier 2 turret up there, and the wards come down. They're going for the tier 3.
Some damage onto Meepo. He's got to be very careful not to get too low. They will shut him down. Rev looking for something here. Static Link goes down, taking a little bit of damage away. But this tower is definitely going down.
And that's so much money to them.
Oh,
the Chronosphere comes down. Razor goes down instantly. The net comes up there. Nice ult out of that guy as well, Tide Hunter. But it's not going to be enough. Ninja Boogie netted as well.
Oh, GG!
At 16 minutes, we have a GG out of Rave.
What?
And MVP Phoenix wins 2 in a row.
What
just
solid
like that.
Play. What beautiful play. They're sending a message to Rave. Everyone thought Rave was going to win today. They thought after what they saw in the end of last season, Rave was going to be a real threat this season. But MVP laying down the hammer saying, no, you know what? We have so much experience. We have such great teamwork. We're going to deal with you. And Rave are going to have to go back to the drawing board.
Ninja Boogie looking totally confused. He's like, what just happened? How did we lose that fast?
Cannot believe it. And neither can I. I mean, this is not what we saw last season. Phoenix have definitely improved.
Amazing play out of MVP Phoenix. You guys see it there on the screen. They do get the win. And wow. Really looking forward to their next games as well.
Yeah, what a start.
So well.
What a great start to KDL Season 3.
Well, guys, stay tuned for a bit. We'll have her come up on stage once again.
네, 이렇게 해서 개막 첫날부터 2연승을 거둔 MVP 피닉스. 네, 인터뷰 해보도록 하겠습니다. 네, 올라오세요. 축하드립니다. 축하드립니다.
네, 감사합니다.
아, 지금 벌써 여기 팬분들이 외치고 있는 말이 있어요. 미포.
네.
개막전이라고 이제 팬분들에게 이제 선물인가요?
아니요, 그냥 미포가 정말로 좋은 영웅이라고 생각을 해가지고. 아니, 장난이 아니라 진짜고. 앞으로도
아니래요, 여러분.
They're saying that Mipo is a really good hero.
준비한 거고 앞으로 저희 팀 경기에서 미포 많이 보실 수 있으실 거예요.
아, 네.
You're going to see him a lot in the future.
아, 멋있습니다. 네. 1경기에서도 질문 하나 드릴 게 있는데 큐어 선수 네, 아이템 때문에 아쉬웠다고 들었거든요. 어떻게 된 거예요? 얘기 좀 해주세요.
아, 이게 그 시크릿샵으로 갔잖아요. 비밀상점. 비밀상점에 8,000원이 있는데 아 이건 다 이겼다. 그래가지고 계속 말했어요. 한 신의 양날검 가도 되냐. 아 근데 여기 옆에 있는 분이 안 된다고.
안 된다고. 마치 안 된다고.
좀 패기에 눌렸습니다. 네.
네. 아, 확실히 큐어 선수가 오늘 2경기 모두에서 확실하게 존재감을 보여줬어요. 시애틀에서 연습 진짜 많이 하신 것 같아요. 어쩌서 어떠세요?
아, 시애틀에서는 팀 연습은 많이 못했고 그냥 대화를 진짜로 많이 했어요.
그래서 Saying they didn't practice much in Seattle, but they did a lot of talking.
저희가 태어나서 연습한 것 중에서 가장 많이 연습을 한 것 같아요.
태어나서 연습한 것
네.
중에?
진짜로 하루에 한 9시간, 10시간을 한 일주일 동안 했던 것 같아요. 그때 정말로
Since
많이
they practiced 10
저희가
hours a
정말로
day.
많이 됐어요.
확실히 시즌2 끝나고 TI 기간 거쳐서 이제 팀워크도 단단해지고 개인적인 역량도 높아진 것 같습니다. 이제 다음 경기는 이제 제퍼잖아요.
네.
제퍼가 아까 개막전 인터뷰에서도 시즌1 때처럼 무패로 시즌을 끝내겠다 이런 패기를 보여줬는데 어떠세요?
저희도 똑같이 무패로 이길 수 있는 걸 보여드리겠습니다.
아, 볼만할 것 같은데요.
Saying that they're not going to lose
그리고
this
오늘
season.
이렇게 또 5분 이렇게 무대로 올린 특별한 이유가 있어요. 우리 TI에서 아시아 지역 예선을 당당하게 뚫고 또 전 세계를 놀래켜줬잖아요. 우리 MVP 피닉스가. 그래서 이제 KDL에서 축하의 의미로, 감사의 의미로 케이크를 준비했습니다. 박수 한번 쳐주세요.
오.
It's a bit of a thank you and congratulatory gift here for MVP Phoenix. From EsportsTV, it seems.
진짜예요. 가짜 아니에요.
It's a real
네,
cake.
여러분 고생하고 돌아온 우리 피닉스에게 앞으로 또 멋진 모습을 기대하는 피닉스에게 다시 한번 큰 박수 부탁드립니다.
감사합니다.
네, 축하드립니다.
There it is, guys.
Looks delicious.
I want to eat some of that cake.
묻혀드리고 싶은데. 네, 축하드립니다. 네. 자, 그럼
Congratulations.
이렇게 해서 오늘 KDL 시즌 3 개막전 경기 결과 티어2에서는 MVP 아식스가 그리고 티어1에서는 MVP 피닉스가 2연승을 거두게 됐습니다. 도타2의 정글 KDL 시즌 3 저희는 8월 6일 수요일 오후 6시 30분에 티어2의 무한과 게라우츠 그리고 티어1의 포커페이스와 제퍼 그리고 레이브의 경기로 다시 찾아뵙겠습니다.
There you have it, guys. The Wednesday matches are down there on the bottom of the screen.